As I said, our guest in studio this morning, the new president, CEO of the Milford Area Chamber of Commerce, Siobhan Bohnson. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's exciting to be here.
I'm sure. One of the hardest parts about having you here is pronouncing your name.
You'll get used to me, trust me.
All right, good. How did you come about to get this position?
Well, somebody told me the position was open, and I thought with my background of 20-plus years in banking, as well as owning my own business, I really could see both sides to the aspect of the position, and I thought it was a new, exciting venture for me to go down a path that I had been somewhat involved with as a customer, but not in charge of.
What kind of business do you run?
I had a maternity and children's clothing store for 6 years. I actually had 2 different locations in the Worcester area.
So you're used to dealing with small businesses.
Right, right.
The Chamber of Commerce in this area, you got a big job ahead of you, 10 towns. Tell me about that, what that means. A lot of work. Yeah,
10 towns is quite unique. We go from Bellingham, Franklin, Holliston, Hopedale, Hopkinton, I'm still working on the pronunciation of that one, Medway, Mendon, Milford, Millis, and Upton. It's quite different, and every town is unique. Working with 10 towns, actually, I've also worked with 10 towns in the past. I worked for the Girl Scout Council, and I was a membership and marketing director for them. And actually, some of these towns that I'm working with now, I have worked with in the past in the 90s, getting volunteers and membership for adults as well as Girl Scouts in the past. So I am used to having a large area. What I like is the diversity amongst our towns. You know, and people have to realize it's the Milford Area Chamber of Commerce, so we have to represent all towns fairly on all subjects.
And also you have worldwide companies like EMC in your district and small little mom-and-pop stores like Oliva's and cafes and restaurants.
Right. So we really have to look at what's going to help both aspects. Something that we're reintroducing in this 2014 year will be educational programs. We're going to offer them throughout the year, and we're looking at offering 4, which will be from social media to business development. If you belong to the chamber, we also have a gentleman who works through SBA, so it's free, and you can come in and meet in our office with John Rainey, and for no cost to you, he can help you if you're looking at starting up a business or if you're looking to improve your business as of today.
I want to open a pet store, okay, a small little pet store.
Yeah.
Why would I join the chamber?
Because we are the place it's going to happen. I'm really hoping in this year that when you come into any town and you apply for a license, that part of the partnership that we develop will be you need to go talk to the chamber. Part of being the chamber is we're here to help the business as well as the community unite, and we're really working on becoming a partnership. So if you are a small business and you're looking for something, we can give you a source and a referral to help your business succeed, because when you succeed, we succeed.
Kind of like that old welcome wagon thing
exactly.
that used to run years ago.
Yes.
That dates me, huh?
Yeah, and we're really going to be working on partnership for everything, you know, which is like coming down here and being on the radio. You know, we're really going to work on developing our partnership throughout all of our 10 towns.
The role of the chamber on town issues, maybe controversial, non-controversial. Is there a role for the chamber in that?
We have to keep in mind that we represent 10 towns. We also have to keep in mind that we cannot always stand for one certain issue if it's going to benefit one town and not another. So there are times that we are really going to have to balance, and not everyone will be happy with the results, but we have to balance it for the best of all of the community and stand fair for all of our towns.
You've only been here a short period of time, but what are you doing to get acquainted with businesses and officials and things like that? You were at the Milford Selectmen's meetings a couple of weeks ago, but what are you doing about the businesses?
I was. It's only been 2 weeks, and I still keep coming back, so that's good. I have been talking to people. I have been to a couple of small businesses in the area. We are having a after business hours tonight, actually, and I went down to meet the people at Cornerstones, which is where we're having it in Milford. You know, and there's more to the chamber than just the after hours. There's more than networking, but it's a great place and area opportunity to get connected to other people in the area. I've been out talking to different people. I've been finding out what's going on in the area. I've worked with your town administrator in Milford, and we're going to set up basically a coffee hour with the other towns and invite them in, and we're going to do it jointly. And we're going to see what's working in one town, and we're going to offer this to people to come in. We're going to start with the town administrators. Just have like a morning coffee and just share some ideas. And I think from there, we'll be able to grow and build our opportunities in the area for everybody.
I mean, it might be a chance for some people just to meet you for the first time, too.
That's right. That's right.
The business after hours plays a role, but it's more than just a social, more than just fun and having a little cupcake or something.
Yes, what we're going to be doing is working on having ambassadors. So if you're a new member, or say you just opened up a pet store, you talked about a pet store earlier, we're going to find somebody that also has something close to your business, and we're going to have an ambassador at a meeting. So you can connect and you will be introduced. And any new members, I plan on pairing up and having that person that you can connect with and really picking their brains, and you won't be in competition because we're having other towns there. So I really feel that this is going to be a huge opportunity for a partnership. And it's more than networking. We're going to be able to give you tools. That's why we're bringing back the educational courses, and we are working on having 4 this year.
Where do you want the chamber to be in, say, a couple of years under your leadership? Maybe a couple of your goals and objectives other than the education stuff. Where do you want them to be?
I'm really looking at creating a partnership with all the towns. And as I said earlier, if somebody goes in to get a license for a business, I want it to become an automatic, as in, have you checked with the chamber? Okay. And that would be a source of information. If you join us, we get a link to your website at no cost to you. So if you're moving into town, we get phone calls all the time. I'm moving into town. Who do you suggest? We're a source of information, as you said, similar to those of us that can remember, Welcome Wagon. Yep. That's what we want the image to be for the chamber, the place to be, the place to join, because that's a good source of information for us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our guest this morning on Daybreak News, new president and CEO of the Milford Area Chamber of Commerce, Siobhan Bohnson. This has been Daybreak News. Ed Thompson reporting.